Vic XL. And just like that, once again, it's on.
And just like that, once again, it's on What's Up World. It's your boy Vic XL. This is Ridin Durty Radio, the Ridin Durty podcast. We bridge the gap between hip hop and everyday life, bringing you what's next and new right now, man. I gotta say one time for everybody over at WRFG 89.3 FM, as well as Beat Break Radio FM, and all the streaming services and site that currently carry the Ridin Durty show. I definitely appreciate you guys. Without no you, there would be no me, man. One time for everybody who definitely supports the show. One time for every listener, viewer, or guest that's been on the show, man. I definitely appreciate you guys' love and support, man. I definitely appreciate what you guys do for the show, whether it's sharing, whether it's listening, whether it's watching, viewing, whatever the case may be, man. Thank you guys so very much for supporting what we do and supporting the artists and the guests that come on to show to talk about their careers and their music. Okay, so let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing going the right way, man. Let's start off by talking about the amazing sponsors we have. Okay, the amazing sponsors we have. All right, gotta say one time for Dr. Juice Cleanse. Dr. Juice Cleanse is an all-natural cleanser that does all kind of amazing things for your body. Like, they can help slow down the aging process. Also, they can help stabilize your blood pressure. If you're like me and your blood pressure tends to go up, down, like a up, down, they definitely can assist in stabilizing the blood pressure. They can help relieve stress and, like I said, slow down the aging process and help you lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. You want to find out more about this amazing product? Make sure you visit them at drjuicecleanse.com. Or if you're in the Jackson, Mississippi area, you can also visit their brick and mortar store in Jackson, Mississippi, and that's Dr. Juice Cleanse. So definitely one time for them. Also, one time for WMR Music Group. WMR Music Group, they're a marketing, promotion, and branding company. Okay? If you're out there and you're an artist and you're trying to get your music to the next level, well, they can definitely assist in that arena. They can help get your music to some of the most trend-setting DJs across the land. They can help get your videos to hot websites, television shows, television stations. Also, if you're trying to get your story told, they can put you in front of some of the dopest interviewers, whether it's radio, television, or internet. So make sure you guys visit them at WMRresearch.com. Again, that's WMRresearch.com. Last but not least, one time for Liquor Lollipops. Liquor Lollipops, they are a premium hard candy designed to taste like your favorite alcoholic spirit. Okay? Now, you like that peach rum? They got you. You like that sex on the beach? They got you. You like that tequila? They got you. Make sure you visit them at liquorlollipops.com. Find out how you can become possibly a brand ambassador. Find out how you can have them help sponsor your next event. Or find out how you can just taste the goodness by visiting them at liquorlollipops.com. All right. Today is Wednesday, November the 13th. And I have a few birthdays. I only have 2 birthdays. I got to give y'all those real quick. Got to say one time for actress, talk show host, Miss Whoopi Goldberg. She turned 64 years old today. Also got to say happy birthday to former NBA great Mr. Meta World Peace. He turns 48 years old today. So definitely happy birthday to them. Okay? Let me flip over real quick to a little celebrity news. Today, I gotta say one time of congratulations to Mr. John Legend. John Legend was just named People's Sexiest Man Alive. All right, People's Sexiest Man Alive. So again, one time for John Legend. Number one, for becoming only the 4th African American male to grace the covers as Sexiest Man Alive. The people before him so happened to be the very first was Denzel Washington. The second was Rock Dwayne Johnson. The third was last year Idris Elba, and this year is John Legend. So congrats, John, for being named sexiest man alive. Gotta say, this is not good news, but not as bad as some thought it would be. Mr. Kodak Black was sentenced to 46 months in prison. So Kodak Black won't be getting out as soon as he planned, but he will be getting out. Not sure if they're going to allow him to have time served, but Kodak Black was just sentenced to 46 months in prison. All right? All right. So, you know, we're going to see what happens. And that charge was about him lying on a gun application as a felon. So we're going to keep watching that. I'm sure he's going to be appealing it, but we're going to see if he's able to get out and get his career going back to where it's supposed to be. But again, Kodak Black has been sentenced to 46 months in prison. All right. R&B singer Miss Summer Walker, you know, she definitely has taken the industry by storm. Well, she's canceling tour dates. She says she's experiencing social anxiety, and she just feels like the industry is fake, and she kind of wish she hadn't got in it. The only weird thing about that to me is, and shout out to Summer Walker, she makes great music, is she seems like she's saying people fake. She don't really like the fact that people are in her life, and, you know, she just seems like she wants some privacy. Well, unfortunately, Summer, I'm here to tell you that you did involve yourself in the entertainment business, and your life is everyone's life. You're on front page now. But the most confusing part of that to me is you were once a stripper. So being that you were once a stripper, I'm kind of confused at how the music business and the lack of privacy bothers you. But hey, Summer, you know, hey, this is what you signed up for. Hopefully you'll get over it and continue to make dope music. But right now she has canceled upcoming tour dates because she's experiencing social anxiety. All right? Okay. All right. That's it for celebrity news. Last thing I got to give you guys. Today being November 13th, and we got a little bit under an hour left, but I want to let you guys know that today was World Kindness Day, okay? Today, November 13th, was World Kindness Day. And the way you celebrate World Kindness Day is very, very, very simple. November 13th is part of World Kindness Day, and we're encouraged to spread kindness like an infectious cold. We want you to share it more than usual because studies show when others observe kindness in action, then it's likely to carry out another act of kindness. All right. So if you choose to participate in World Kindness Day via social media, make sure you take a picture and hashtag World Kindness Day. All right. Real quick, man. I've given you celebrity news. I let you know about celebrity birthdays. I let you know today was World Kindness Day. And I also let you know about our amazing sponsors. Now it's time for me to give you what I love giving you guys most. And that's giving you the people on the street, the movers, the shakers, the people that are out there in our community making it pop, whether it's through music, art, entertainment, activism, or philanthropy. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is no different than any other day. So I'd like you to get really, really close as we welcome singer Miss Nina Raquel to the Ridin Durty Radio Show. How you doing tonight, ma'am?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Man, I'm so happy for you to be on the show. The first thing I got to ask, because being Southern, sometimes I tend to butcher names. Did I say your name correctly?
It is Nina Raquel. You got to roll those R's.
Oh, my wife.
You could say Nina Raquel. You could say Nina Raquel.
My wife would kill me. My wife is Hispanic, and she always telling me I got to roll those R's.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yes, you can call me Nina Raquel if you can't roll your R's.
Yeah, I've been working on it for the past 8 years, but I get it. I totally get it. So look, let's start this journey. Let's start this journey by you first telling the people where you're from and what made you choose the music profession.
Well, first off, my name is Nina Raquel. I was born and raised in Upstate Rochester, New York. I currently reside in Brooklyn. And I was always a singer-songwriter, and so I don't necessarily feel like I chose the profession. I just feel like this is something that I've always done, and it's the only thing I'm meant to do. So writing music is just how I've gotten through the hard times in life and celebrated the really good times in life. And so being able to make this my career is something that makes me just, really happy.
All right, now, what was your introduction to it? Like, what made you gravitate to music, and who are some of the influences, or who are some of the people that have influenced you to be an artist?
Well, actually, my father was a huge influence on me. I know that when we first got a computer, like, we would sit at the computer when YouTube first came up. We would look up songs that we loved to sing together, and he would help me learn the song. And if I was, off pitch or whatever, like, he was kind of a vocal coach in the beginning. And then as I got older and as I listened to more music, just listening to women like Amy Winehouse, Adele, just these really, like, soulful, Aretha Franklin, like, super soulful women with, like, big voices, and those are some of my influences. And then just listening to R&B music, like, that's what shifted my genre. So those are some of my influences. Lauryn Hill is a huge influence on me. So a lot of female artists, and a lot of female artists that are not only in R&B but in, soul and hip hop and pop and stuff like that.
All right, now, Amy Winehouse, to me, was an incredible storyteller. She definitely pushed the envelope when it came to putting her emotions on pen, paper, and through music. What about Amy made you a fan, and do we hear some of those same type of stories in your music?
Amy she was just incredibly honest, and I think the being honest and being genuine was something that I just related to her music. I related to her as a person, because you got from her music, it was all emotion. And so for me, that's how I started writing music, was just I would feel some type of emotion that I wasn't able to express in words. And so I decided to sing about it. And eventually I honed in on my craft, and that's how I got it. So that's, I think, what I take from Amy, is just her honesty and just being genuine and being completely raw. And, when I'm not feeling good, you're going to know in my song that I was feeling upset, or that I was feeling happy, or whatever emotion I was feeling.
Okay. What was it like growing up for you, especially on the East Coast, when it comes to family life, friends life? What was it like for Nina?
Growing up, I grew up in a really small town, and I was one of, like, I was the only Puerto Rican in my school. Like, I was the only Hispanic girl, like, in my school, the only Latina, and so it was kind of a culture shock. Like, I would go home, and there was Puerto Rican music, there was salsa and merengue and all of these different genres, and then I would go to school, and I kind of felt like, I always felt different, right? But I was always afraid of expressing myself, because people didn't take well to that, because you already look different than them. And so I, tried to kind of conform and act like them, but I just wasn't that. And so I've always been a really outspoken person, and I think a lot of the people that I grew up around were kind of threatened by that in a way, just because I am brown and I'm outspoken and I'm proud of my culture and my ethnicity. So it was all around pretty peaceful. I mean, I grew up in a really small town, but I didn't experience a lot of culture amongst my friends. So a lot of it I got from my family, and I got from the internet, So it was, my parents were great. Like, I had no issues at home, but at school I always felt kind of off, kind of singled out.
Okay. As you began to pursue your music career, how was it received by your friends and your family?
I think it was good. It was all, when you're able to sing something and you're able to convey your emotions in a way that pleases the ear, I think everybody would react, really nicely. And I got a lot of positive reinforcement, but at the same time, when you grow up in a small town where nobody you know is a musician, it's kind of, you kind of get the side eye, right? Like, oh, you're going to go into music? Like, oh, what are you going to go on American Idol? Are you going to get discovered? You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people believed in my talent, and they saw my tenacity and things like that. But I think as far as my goal being a recording artist and a singer-songwriter, I don't know if a lot of people took that seriously. So, I mean, hopefully now they understand, and, you know, it's just always been my path. It's always been my journey.
All right, how about your family? How have they been when it comes to support and understanding?
They've been really, really supportive. I come from a really creative family where we were all allowed to express ourselves. Like my brother, he's big into film. My sister's really into drawing. And so my parents never told me that I couldn't be something, you know? It was always like the sky is the limit. I think like it made them nervous, of course, because you want your kids to be safe and you want them to have job security, and you know, that's just what you want for your kid. And that, you know, starting off in the music industry without knowing anybody, you know, it's not the definition of job security. So they worry, but I don't think that they would want me to be anything else, you know, which I'm really grateful for, because I know a lot of artists whose parents don't support them. So I definitely got the full backing from my parents and my family.
All right, now, being from a small area and an independent artist, how hard has it been, or how challenging has it been when it comes to finding producers or people to help craft and create that sound for you?
So I actually, when I moved to New York, was when I was able to find more musicians. In Rochester, I didn't record any music. I didn't know any producers, anything. But when I moved to New York, I actually met this producer. His name is Cito On The Beat. He's really big in Jersey City, and he's been in the game a long time. And so he was someone who looked at me and saw my potential and was willing to be a helping hand. And so he's somebody who has not only helped craft the production behind my music, but anytime I need advice, I go to him. Like he's just a friend and an amazing mentor, and I'm really grateful for that, because when you're a female in the industry, there's a lot of guys that want to take advantage of you, and there's always some type of alternate, you know, intention behind some of the things that they do. But finding someone who not only is an amazing producer and is able to see what is able to see your vision, but to also have him, anytime I have a question about anything, he's like right there. He's more than willing to answer any questions I have. So to start off in the industry and have a friend that's as amazing as him, it has been like, it's been really awesome and amazing. So,
and
yeah.
That's actually leading to my next question, because a lot of times in this male-dominated industry, a lot of guys have interior motives. Has that, you know, other than the producer you with now, have you had any experiences in that area where you felt like people had ulterior motives or didn't take your pursuit of music serious?
You know what? I think nowadays people are so obsessed with how many Instagram followers you have and how many views on YouTube that you have. And so there has been a lot of times where people didn't take me seriously just because I'm just starting out, and I don't, you know, I show myself through my music, and I show myself through my personality on Instagram. And so, yeah, there have been people that haven't necessarily taken me seriously in that sense. But other than that, I mean, there's so many people that you can kind of just tell what they're looking for, you know, just in the way they talk to you. And just, so the way you navigate that is to just go, okay, you know what I mean? Like, this is what you want to do and this is what you want to offer, but I'm not willing to, you know, I'm not an idiot. I think that's the way I've been able to navigate this, is like, I'm not stupid, and I can smell when somebody's being, you know, a little inappropriate or whatever. And it's all business for me. I just have to, keep it moving, keep it professional, and find people who are genuinely willing to see my vision. And you know what? It honestly has not been hard to find. So I'm really really lucky.
Okay. Speaking of internet and social media, how has that at this point in your career affected your career?
So it's been difficult. Like, I started off on Instagram just having it to post pictures, and, I had Instagram like everybody else had Instagram. But when I really turned it into, this is how I'm going to show my music and this is how I'm going to show my personality, just being able to gain the following that I have, as small as it is and as small as the community that I have is, I feel like I'm able to show myself freely and to express myself freely in a way that people are able to understand me outside of my music and in addition to music. Like, I know people who listen to my music because they found my Instagram and they like the funny video I posted, or, you know what I mean, or a sad or funny thing, and so it's been really cool to kind of have that as a resource, because Instagram, if you use the business tools properly, I mean, like, you can really reach people. And that's my main goal, is to have that human connection with other people, because there's nothing better than feeling like you're not alone in the world. And I think as much as Instagram can be a negative thing for certain people, it's been really positive for me. And so I'm grateful to everybody who follows me on there.
All right, now I have to ask, and when it comes to social media, when I visited your Instagram, there was a video there of you and two others with a frozen hot pizza box, and it looked like a webisode. Tell me a little bit about that video.
Yeah, so I actually have always loved YouTube. I love people who vlog. I love podcasts. And so I wanted to find a way to take my love and my passion for creating YouTube content and editing and uploading videos and tie that in with my love for music. So I have this segment on my channel. It's called Let's Talk About It. I invite artists of all different backgrounds, so rappers, singers, songwriters, painters, and stuff like that. I have them come to my apartment, I feed them pizza, and we just chat about the art. So in that clip, there was actually, and this is so embarrassing, but there was a roach that came into my apartment while we're in the middle of shooting, and it was just a whole freak out, and I was just so embarrassed, because I'm like, I swear my apartment's so clean, but you know what? That's what you get when you're in New York. It doesn't matter if you're in the Upper East Side of Manhattan or you're in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. There's you're just gonna find little critters. So yeah, that's that video and that's that clip. But all in all, the main focus is to kind of tie in podcasts and just sharing a meal and a conversation with people.
All right, how's that being received, and how is your YouTube platform?
So my YouTube platform as of now is pretty small. It's a baby channel. I'm just kind of nursing it. So other than, I haven't had very many views, but I'm hoping as I keep going and as I keep collaborating with other artists, there will be other young artists who feel like that they're alone in the industry and that they don't know what to do and that they're feeling feelings that they can't necessarily relate to with their friends. And so we talk a lot about what it's like to be, new in the industry and not know anybody and not be signed to a label. And so I'm hoping that a lot of artists that are young or just starting out in their career can find my channel and be able to watch my content and be like, wow, I didn't realize that the same struggle that I'm going through is a struggle that other artists go through. And so again, it's all about that connection, that knowing that you're not alone. So it's been received, pretty well, but it's still in its infancy. So I'm just excited to see how it keeps growing.
Okay. Let the people know how to find you when it comes to your YouTube channel and your Instagram channel.
Yes, so on YouTube, just look me up. It is Nina Raquel, so NinaRaquel. check out my latest music video for Train. That's my new single. It was produced by Cito On The Beat. If you want to follow me on Instagram, which I highly suggest you do, because it's just some crazy behavior I put on my Instagram page. It is at I am Nina Raquel, so that's at IAMNINARAQUEL. So that's how you can find me. And please, reach out, DM me. I love having conversations and stuff like that. So I'm looking for this to be a community. I love that. All right. So that's how you can find me.
All right. Now, before we play the record, let us know about Train, who produced it, and the concept behind the record.
I wrote Train when I was at work. I was working a job that I was unhappy at because I just want to make music my main career, and everybody has a commute to and from work, whether that be in the car, whether that's
90 seconds,
transit, whether you're walking, and a lot of the time you're thinking, you're reflecting, or you're listening to music. And mine was the train. I would take the train to and from work, and I was very insecure, very unhappy, and feeling really alone. And so that's when I wrote Train, and that's what Train is about. It's that feeling of recognizing all of your insecurities and all of the things that you want to change about yourself, and just being
60 seconds.
So that's the story behind Train.
All right, last thing before I have you introduce the record to the people. What's it like as you pursue the entertainment field? What is dating like? Like, is it hard to date, especially that you're pursuing music? Yes.
Oh, man. I mean, listen, I don't got time. I don't have time. You know what? I'm really shy, and I truly have not had people come up to me and, ask me out on a date or anything like that. But honestly, Prince Charming could walk in the door, and I just can't. I don't got time. Unless he's helping me with my career or anything like that, I don't know. We could be friends, but dating is not really a priority for me right now.
10 seconds.
He would have to be the perfect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's pretty much non-existent right now, to answer your question.
All right, no doubt. Look, do me a favor. First, let the people know how to get their hands on Train, the single, and introduce it to the world.
Yes. So the way that you can get Train is you could download it on iTunes, Apple Music. It's available on Spotify. Anywhere where music is digitally distributed, you can find it. So Google Play, Amazon Play, all those things. And so again, my name is Nina Raquel, and I hope you like Train.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Go to work hard sometimes. I can't stand the eye to eye. I pick up and fly by the time I'm in cry. I'm fine, all these jokes I try. I hold up my friends when I'm late. I don't got a day to chase. A mess has become of my fate. In a hurry to wait, I don't mean what I say. I just get on the train, get off the train, get on again. I just get on the train, get off the train, get on again. But I enjoy my mouth, I don't say. Red wine gives me a bellyache. I'm starving for company, they make the loneliness fade. No, it's fun, I can't wait. I wanna make love, I don't know. Cash out the bank and I'm broke. They said that I yell, I just spoke to the mirror. I did it too. I just get on the train, get off the train, get on again. I just get on the train, get off the train, get on again. Insecure is an understatement. Clouds in my heart is vacant. Can't sleep with the choices I'm making. Feeling so cold that I'm shaking. Held hostage in bed, I can't get up. get on the train, get off the train, get on again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was singer-songwriter Miss Nina Raquel, and that joint was Train. It's your boy Vic XL. This is Ridin Durty Radio presents the Ridin Durty Radio Show, the Ridin Durty Podcast. All right, y'all have a blessed night. Peace.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.